Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know I love mentalism. I love playing cards. I love card tricks. That's what we review here on the channel, Magic Orthodoxy. Unlike any other review show out there on the YouTube, I am unique in that I review cards and magic and downloads and books and do giveaways. Nobody else does that. Nobody else. This is the review show that I do. There was no other way to finish that sentence. Today we're going to look at Seeing Thread from Bran Crow and Orion Magic Productions.com. Orion Magic Productions, this is Perseus Archimanus. He was very generous and sent me a box of stuff, and I would highly recommend you head on down to Orion Magic Productions and check out all the tricks they have. Seeing Thread is a booklet. It is a booklet, and this is a trick that enables you to improve your gypsy thread routine. Now, what is the gypsy thread? The gypsy thread is a trick that you've probably seen on TV. It's a spool of thread. It's ungimmicked. The magician takes off a long strand of thread and then begins to break it. Now, they can either break it with their fingertips or they can wave it through a candle and break them into smaller pieces. You then take all those pieces and you curl them all up into a little ball, and then you have a ball of thread. And then you find one end and you begin to tug on it, and it completely restores itself. I've done a review or two for a couple of other gypsy thread routines, and like I said, you may know one. This booklet, Seeing Thread, does not teach the gypsy thread trick. And now you're thinking, well, what does it teach? Well, this teaches a reading. This is a reading that you can do with the broken threads before the trick finishes. So really, in this booklet that Bran has put together, there's no magic in it. Okay, there's no magic, there's no sleights, there's no moves, there's no nothing. This is a 50-page softbound booklet that teaches you patter. Really, it is a routine with patter that he is going to give you a routine to go along with gypsy thread. So if you already do gypsy thread, but you're like, here's a spool of thread, here I'll break it, and here it's restored. There's no story to that. There's no pull. There's no in. Like, how do you get the spectator like on your side and get them dialed into what you're doing? This right here, Seeing Thread, what it enables you to do is put a framework to the gypsy thread routine and put a reading into the trick before you finish. So it starts off the same way. When you're reading the book, he's got an introduction and he talks about using the broken thread to give you revelations. He's going to talk about breaking the thread, types of thread. He's going to talk about whether you want to use a candle when you break the thread or not. He's going to talk through all the creative outcomes that could be possible with the threads on the ground. So he says what he does is, number one, he lets the spectator break the thread because this is their reading. So it'd be the same as you handing tarot cards to the spectator and saying, you know, you deal the cards out, you shuffle. That way, it feels like the reading is personal to them. So they take the length of thread and they break it, okay? So the lengths are all determined by them. They drop the pieces, and now they all fall in kind of a haphazardy way. And what Bran is going to do is he's going to help you take now that picture. So this is before all the thread gets balled up, right? Before we go into the restoration. We're just focusing on a reading. So you look down at all the threads that are there, and then you start to come up with ideas. And he's going to map out all the possible scenarios through this 50 pages about what you could be looking at. Are you looking at threads that have an angle? Threads that are straight? Threads that are circular? Are you looking at some threads that could be a letter? That could be an R, that could be an S. Is it all chaotic and jumbled, right? He's going to walk you through anything that you could be looking at and then giving you a way to read that in a positive way for your spectator. Now, I will stress that this is a positive reading, okay? This is a happy reading. There's not going to be any sad or sorrow or doom and gloom, readings in this. And it's all generic enough that sure, yes, it would apply to anybody. And then after he gives you the examples, the brief examples, then he's going to give you 2 full color, full examples. So as if you were watching this routine happen live in front of you, he maps out 2 whole scenarios and the readings that he would give for each with full color photographs. And then at the end, there's a little epilogue, there's a little ending. But like I said, there is no teaching for the Gypsy Thread on this. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend this unless you just wanted to do a thread reading or unless you knew the Gypsy Thread, right? So you know Gypsy Thread right now, you know it. Okay, so who is this for? You know the Gypsy Thread, but you'd like to add a little bit more to it, or you want to add this nice little mentalism piece. Bran Crow has put together a routine that accompanies Gypsy Thread. I just kind of want to stress it enough so that you don't think that you're spending your money. I think it's $15 for the booklet at orionmagicproductions.com. That the Gypsy Thread does not come with this, okay? You'd have to know that one already. So the practice then, right, just becomes your storytelling. And I'm sure it'd be really easy for you to practice. You just take some pieces of thread, break them off into some random links, and just practice dropping them. And then just give yourself a reading, right? Give yourself a reading multiple times. Use the book at first. Just say, okay, this is what I've got. And then you flip to the book and you say, okay, I've got one of these, one of these, one of these. And then give yourself a reading. And then gather up the threads, drop them again, and give yourself another reading. And do it multiple times until you start to see things that you recognize and you feel like you could do this live for a spectator. And it's a beautiful book. It's a little paperback book. Like I said, 50 pages. There's illustrations in here. There's full color photographs. It's all beautifully typeset with lots of great examples. So it's a fun little booklet that will add a little flair and a little piece of wonder and mentalism to your next Gypsy Thread routine. And that's everything. That's my whole review for Seeing Thread. Of course, I want to ask you, please hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that little bell thingy thing. My goal this year is to hit 50,000 subscribers, and you can help me. You can help me hit 50K. You know that? Yeah, you don't subscribe to a lot of channels, and maybe you've never subscribed to any, but you'd be doing me a solid. You'd be encouraging me as I continue in my magical quest to deliver quality magic reviews to you day after day after day after day after day. But I enjoy it. I love it. I love it. I love this so much, and I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, thanks for watching this review. Seeing Thread, Bran Crow, Orion Magic Productions. Of course, I'll stick a link below. You can click that, and it'll take you right out to their website. I want to thank Perseus Archimanis for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, do you want some more information about the t-shirt I was wearing in today's video? Sure. If you scroll down, there's a row of graphics that look like t-shirts, and you can click any one of those, and that'll take you to my Teespring store. There, you'll see that I have a variety of different designs. There's more than one, so it's not just the shirt I was wearing today. And they're also at a large variety of price points, so there's something for everybody. Plus, if you click on a design that you like or that you're interested in, you'll also notice that you can select that shirt in different colors. So you're not locked into the color that you see in the graphic. And that means, of course, you can buy the same design in several colors. Now, I don't ask that you buy a shirt. You don't have to. That is not how I ask that you support me. But if you do buy a shirt, I want to thank you so much for supporting my channel, for believing in me. You guys are awesome. My fans are great. And I love it when you guys send pictures or you tag me on Instagram and you say, I bought a Magic Orthodoxy shirt. You have no idea how great that makes me feel, and just what a lift that is in my day. You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye.